Hey, divas. I sorry that I am a little late. Let me turn this down. Let me turn this. I don't know what be going on with this video thing. I'm putting you up right here so I can see when you start chatting with me. So, hi. Let me see who's up here. Once again, guys, I can't see the comments over here. So I have another iPad that has the comments that's going to come up so I can read them. But I was, what was I doing when I came up with this topic? I think I had a shirt or something that said, oh, no. I know what it is. I have a pair sweatpants or tights that has something about Black Lives Matter or Black is something to that nature. Hi, Deborah. And I was trying to figure out because I was getting ready to do a video of DIY for the other channel, and I was trying to figure out what do people think etiquette is, the correct etiquette for wearing your sayings on your that has stuff that relates to your race. Black Lives Matter is a very popular saying right now. And hi, Renee. Black Lives Matter is one of the ones that's real popular. And so I was wondering, because on Design on a Dollar, there is so much diversity with family members. When you have, we have like 45,000 plus family members over there. And I was trying to see, because the channel is such diverse, what is the correct etiquette for whether or not you wear sayings like that. And so I think about that a lot, because I don't want to offend anyone, or I don't want anyone to think anything less of me. So I decided to bring that topic to the table to find out what my fellow divas think. So also, I have finished 3 of the girls for our Divas logo, and I will show you, you guys them in just a moment. I'm hand drawing them, and then I'm going to merge them together and try to figure out a way to get them on a shirt that has all 3 of them. All DIVA. I think I'm gonna try to do 5 girls. I'm not for sure. I might just leave it at 4 for Diva. But I wanted to draw a diverse of women. So right now we have an African American. I think she can be considered Asian, I think, and a Caucasian woman. So far, those are the 3 that I have drawn so far. But back to our topic. So I want to know what you guys thought about YouTubers or famous people being in the spotlight and wearing something that is racially motivated. Nothing derogatory or anything like that, just sayings that support their race. Like I said, the most famous one that people use right now is Black Lives Matter, because of everything that's going on in the world with African American young men, and now women and everyone else being accidentally killed or being killed for non-just reasons. So I want to know if I had a shirt that says, I think one of the shirts that I've seen said, "Black is the new white," or something like that. And I think that right there would be very offensive if you wear it out in public. So what do you guys think? What do you think is a okay slogan or saying to wear out in public to support your race, and what do you think is going a little bit too far or overboard with displaying? So I know most people, even down to our Caucasian sisters and brothers, they wear the shirt Black Lives Matter as well. So I don't think that people think that one right there is offensive. I'm talking more on the line of um like I said, black is the new white, or black is, well, I don't even think black is beautiful. I don't even think that should be an offensive one either. um but sometimes people take offense to those things, and also just pictures that emulates the African American person. They may have a African American person with a big afro with a fist out the back of the head, like that. And so yeah, I just want to find out what you guys thought about that. So come on, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk. And um oh, I'm sorry. Oh, my blood pressure is up today. My nurse came today, and for the past few days, my blood pressure has been up. Lady J says, "Hello, how are you feeling today? How's everyone?" Lady J, I'm feeling okay. Like I said, my nurse came today, and for the past few days, that they've been coming, my blood pressure been up. So, um, I got to try to figure out. I have to get that down. I have to get my blood pressure down. So, and this machine doesn't sound like it's working. No wonder why it's not working. It's not on. I wonder how long it's been off. I know it was on. I know my nurse turned it on before she left. I wonder if the battery's gone dead, but it didn't beep or anything. Ooh, I hate this part. Oh, something. Oh. Ah. Oh, no wonder. The battery's about dead. So I'm going to plug up while we are talking. Okay, so so guys, I'm just wanting us, if that's not a good topic for us to talk about, then if there's something that specifically you want to talk about, we could talk about it. I'm plugged up now, so I should start draining again. So if you're just joining us, I was talking about, as I'm hoping that you saw in the title, is it wrong to wear racially motivated sayings or shirts if you're in the public's eye. So that is my question to you guys, because I'm not a big YouTuber, but I do value the sisters and brothers that I do have as a YouTuber, and I do not want to in any way, shape, or form disrespect any of you guys. So I'm trying to make sure that when I am in front of this camera, that I am being considerate to everyone's feelings. Now, yeah, I know you're not going to please everybody all the time. And I know that no matter what you do, sometimes it's going to be um, people that just is not happy no matter what you do. If you're not doing something the way they want you to do it, then it's the wrong way. So, I love the fact that y'all get up here and y'all talk to each other, just like we all sitting around in a living room together. Um, somebody asked me was, why didn't I do meet and greets? And I said, well, I'm not big enough as a YouTuber, for one, and I wouldn't even know where to start to have a meet and greet at. Um, to be honest, I think if I did a meet and greet, it would have to be in conjunction with another YouTuber, someone that is, very popular and very well known, and go with them in that manner. But I'm willing to have a meet and greet. I am. And like I said, I'm nobody special. Um, but I will do it. Okay, let's see what Lady J says. I wouldn't like it myself, but people can wear whatever they want to wear as long as they don't say anything to me. And Deborah said, yes, very blessed myself. Go to work me up the morning. This is a blessing. That's right, Deborah, it is. And I know. So Lady J, what things wouldn't you want to see? Like, does it offend you? Does it bother you or offend you if you see someone wearing a T-shirt that says Black Lives Matter? Or what would really offend you if you saw it? Even being an African American female, what would offend you if you saw it on another African American? What type? Because sometimes some sayings that I be seeing sometimes is like, really, that is not really, that is not even called for. But like you said, Lady J, in this world, people feel like they can wear and say whatever they want to wear and say, and forget everybody else in the process, because it's all about me syndrome. And like I said, by no means am I ashamed of my African American heritage, but at the same token, I don't feel like I have to flaunt it either. Now, I will support other African American um, people, like vendors, even if they sell shirts that I don't quite like. I would buy it, and I would I brought several workout shirts, like bralette shirts, but with those you can put them on up under your clothes, and I feel like I don't wear them out in public. I don't do that because I don't want someone to get the wrong impression of me. And um let's see, Renee says people should be able to wear whatever they desire as long as it's not defensive to any other culture. Displaying one culture should be classic. I would not wear any clothing that emphasize race. And Lady J says, if I saw something that says FUN, and that is if anyone is wearing it. Huh? If I saw something that says FUN, and that is if anyone is wearing it. I don't understand, Lady J. Deborah says she won't buy anything on the shirt if she don't like it. I understand that. I'm not saying I don't like the shirt, Deborah. I'm saying that um even with shirts that says Black Lives Matter, I still don't even want to wear that shirt because to me, all life matters, not just Black lives. All lives matter. So I feel like if it's a black on white cop shooting or a white on black cop shooting, I feel like they both should get the same television or airtime as the other because both of those lives matter and both of those lives were taken by a police officer. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a white officer taking a black life or a black officer taking a white life. If it's an officer taking a life that was unjustified or uncalled for, I feel like, either way, that shouldn't happen. Renee says people can look at me and tell what I am. Not advertise, no advertising needed. That's right, Renee. And Lady J says, yes, Deborah. That's me. All life matters to me, regardless of the race. Deborah said that as well. So yes. And yeah, Lady J says the same thing. So that's why I say I will buy a shirt that says Black Lives Matter because I understand the concept of what people are saying and why they are saying it. But to me, to wear it out in public, especially if like I said, I'm not a big person in eyes, but I feel like I have a lot of influence on the younger generation because I used to teach, and then I still counsel young women from time to time, and I feel like they look up to me, and if I'm walking around boasting about black, then especially my young females that are and young males that are in a poverty situation, that they get that mentality of I have to prove myself, and then in proving themselves, they don't understand how to prove themselves in a respectful manner, and then it turns into something that could have been avoided, if that makes sense. So no, I don't want to wear anything like that. Like I have a nightgown that does say it says, what does my night shirt say? I don't even know because I don't even I hardly I like it because it's long and loose, and I sleep in it, but I can't even remember what it says, and I just wore it. I can't remember, but if it was a shirt, French toast. What are you talking about, French? Optimistically cynical. They must be somebody that's a troll, because I don't understand what they're saying. Optimistically cynical. I'm sorry, but what does this have to do with French toast? Nothing. So if you're looking for a French toast topic, then you're in the wrong spot, because it's nothing to do with French toast. And if you're looking for that, You need to go find your breakfast channel or something, because this is not it. Deborah said nowadays there it there are so many mixed races until they even wear the shirt that says Black Lives Matter. Too many mixed children. Huh? For real, Deborah? I've never seen that one, but that one would be really, really offensive. I think that's offensive to anybody. Too many mixed children? That is crazy. That is really crazy, because it's a statistics that somewhere says that in 20 something that there is not going to be a African American race or a Caucasian race. It's going to be like it's going to be all mixed race. That in the coming years that there's not going to be too many African Americans marrying African American or having children with African Americans. But I tend to think this. Oh, yeah, that would be offensive, Lady J. This is my thing right here. And this part that I'm going to say in the beginning, this was my frame of thought. This was my frame of thinking, or this was my what's the word I'm looking for? My uneducated or way of thinking. When I was younger, and I grew up in the 70s. When I was younger, it was very rare that you saw a mixed child. And when you saw that mixed child, you automatically said, "Oh, I want my child to have," especially if it was a little girl. "Oh, I want my child to have hair like that," or "I want my child to be complexioned like that," or have the eyes like that. And that was my frame of thought then. And then when I had children and my son, because I think my son, one or two, one of his girlfriends was mixed, and I love, right to this day I still love her, and I tell, every time I see her, I tell her that I'm waiting for her and my son to get back together, and that she's my daughter-in-law. But that's how I believe the mixed race for African Americans came along, because they wanted their child to have the pretty hair or the fair complected skin. And I've met some young ladies, African American ladies, who said she's not going to have a full African American child, because she want all her children to have, and that was her thing. She wanted her little girls to have the hair and this and that. And she was like a very dark-skinned young lady, and she always felt that she had it hard in life because of the color of her skin. And I understand that back in the day when you were a little pretty, like now, you have all these beautiful little black girls that have their afros and different things like that. And it's the style now. But back in the 70s, when you was a little child, if you wore your own afro, then you was picked on. So I understand why she feels the way she feels, because of the way she grew up. But I feel like two wrongs don't make a right. But my daughter always says two lefts make us. My daughter says something. I always say two wrongs don't make a right, and she said, but two rights make two lefts make a some. I don't know what she says, but my daughter has some things. She's a lot like me. She is going to, as my pastor say, exegesis a word or a phrase. and that means you're gonna keep going over with a fine tooth comb until you find a loophole somewhere that benefits you. Let me see. Deborah says, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's so many mixed children these days with black and white or any other race. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about too many mixed children. Oh, and Deborah says, so or mine, so I didn't mean to sound offensive. No, 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 no. We're just trying to understand, what you're saying. I just want to understand it so when I read it back, everybody can understand, and we can discuss it and be on the same page. I know you didn't have no, I don't believe any ladies that come in our groups to talk have anything, or trying to say anything offensive, because I do believe that all the ladies that come to this group on a regular are women that are educated and are not racist or can't talk about a situation without um, taking it too far or getting all stirred up. So no, Miss Deborah, no, Deborah, I didn't think you was that way anyway. And Lady J said, no, I didn't take it like, see, I thought you were saying that that's what the shirts. Me too. That's what I thought. I thought she was saying that. I thought you were saying that you see the shirts that says Black Lives Matters, too many mixed children. That's what I thought you I thought that's what the church what the shirt was saying, and I was like, really? I can't believe that, but I can believe it, but can't believe it. I believe somebody, and I really do believe if somebody got a hold of that phrase right there that was not a phrase, but they thought it was a phrase, that they would put it on a shirt if they thought it would sell, and it probably would sell too, because we have a lot of African Americans that believe that there should not be a cross race, and I don't care. I told my children, you date who you want to date, whether it be black, white, Asian, African, whatever. As long as they treat you right and you're happy, I'm happy. So yeah, so Miss Deborah, so Deborah, all of us, we knew that you weren't saying anything offensive. We thought that you have read a shirt that said that, and that shirt was very offensive if that was a shirt. But yes, I tell them that all the time. And my mama was the same way. Told us, like, we never grew up with we was never raised to see race. My mom took in several foster children, and majority of them was Caucasian children that my mom took in. And so we grew up um saying that we had, that was our sister, that was our brother, and we didn't see color. And to this day, if we see, I think we have one foster brother left, because our foster sister, she passed away. But I think Tommy is still living. I'm not for sure. I have to ask my mom. But yeah, my mom, she took in children of all color, and she didn't raise us to see color. So yeah, Deborah, it would. And it probably would sell like hotcakes too. And that right there would be so. How would you like your child to see that, and being a child that's full black or full white or mixed or whatever, read something like that. That mean that right there, children are very impressionable. And I know we have people out here that feel the way that they feel. And Deborah said that she was raised in the same era that I was, where she didn't see color. And no, right to this day, the neighborhood I live in now is predominantly white, and the neighborhood that I just moved from when I first moved there in 97, it was predominantly a African American community, but I was the youngest homeowner on that street at the time. And now, over the course of the years that the original homeowners have passed away and either passed it on to their children, and their children have sold it, it has become a diverse neighborhood now. We have white, black, Mexican. Um, so we have everybody that lives in that community now. And here is where I live at now is predominantly Caucasians, but we get along real well with our neighbors. And my grandchildren, when they hear, they have friends, and it's a predominantly military community too. And they'll say, "Yeah, can my friend come over?" And I said, "Which friend?" In house 1, 2, or 3, because they have houses that they have friends in. And they'll say house 3, and I'll say okay, or whatever. So I do get mad. I can't. I'm not. Let me reiterate this. My great grandmother was white, so yeah. My grandmother Inez, that's my dad's mom, is Indian. She's Indian and black. So, and then my twin sister's dad is white. So they have, like, my sisters, oh God, their eyes are so gorgeous. My eyes are like their eyes when I'm sick, and that's kind of crazy. And then one of my twin sister's daughter has green eyes, and she's a very dark skin. Well, not Darshika is dark skin, but not dark skin. But she has green eyes. And I remember her and my daughter used to be in pageants all the time. And in pageants, if you know, they have it's a side thing, that who has the prettiest eyes. And they always, maybe once they gave it to my niece because they thought that she had contacts in her eyes. So here is a 2-year-old that's in pageants, and a lot of Caucasians were asked us, and African Americans, "Oh, do you have contacts in her eyes?" And she's two. Why are we going to have color contacts in her eyes? So I would say yes, she got contacts in her eyes. And I roll my eyes and keep on going, because why do you automatically assume that an African American can't have green eyes? I don't know, but she does. And one of my grandmother on my dad's side was full Cherokee. Yep, my grandmother, I think that's what she was, Cherokee and something else. Cherokee and something. I can't remember what it was, but I remember meeting her once, and I'm quite sure I met him. I was around her more than once, but the one time I can remember, people would say she can't be your grandmother, your real grandmother, and I say why, and they would make reference to her nationality, but thank you, Lady J. But yes, and one of my sisters, one of the twins, okay, one of the twins' daughter has green eyes, and then one of the same twins daughter had a son. So her grandson, one of her grandsons, he has a green eye and a gray eye. And does anybody else? But all of their eyes are beautiful. They got these big dark eyes that and they're so big and bright and white. Oh, I just I love looking at my nieces and great nieces and nephews eyes. Now they take me places sometimes. I can't stand all the noise, but I love to see them. Yeah, that's what that's what my sister's eyes do. She say, Deborah says that she have a niece whose eyes change colors during the year. My nieces does that, and my sisters do that. Let me tell you, when my sisters were small, okay, they are twins, and they would. My mom bedroom was downstairs, and our bedroom was upstairs. And I remember one night, I don't know if I came downstairs because they was crying or I came downstairs to get something to drink and heard them crying. But I went to my mom's room and it was pitch black. And I saw four glowing green eyes, like you know how the light was hitting it from outside or some way, and it just hit it just right, and it looked like four green eyes. And I ran. I think I don't know whether I had to go and get it, but I got a broom, and I thought it was a mouse or rats up there at my sister's. And my mom turned on the light just in time because I was getting ready to hit my sisters off the bed because their eyes were glowing, and I thought it was a rat or a mouse or something. So that would have been something terrible. Later on in life, I hit one of them in the eye with an iron baseball bat, and I just knew I was going to get a beating. I was just dreading when my mama came home. And then I did get the worst beating I ever received was it was my turn to keep my twin sisters, and I think they was probably like 5 years old. And we went to my aunt's house, and my aunt, she didn't live far. It was maybe a block, but the block was on a busy street. Or we went through the train yard. We either go through the train yard or we go around on the street. And so my aunt wanted me to go to the store, and she said, "Well, don't worry about. I'll watch the twins." And so when I came back from the store, they were not outside playing anywhere. And of course, they were little girls, and people will always say, "Oh, can I keep them? Can I keep them?" Because of their complexion and their eye color. It was, white, black, whatever. All of them will always say, "Oh, can they keep them? Can they have them?" And when I came back from the store, I could not find them anywhere. And we looked and we looked. We went to the store. We went down the train track. We went to the train yard, in abandoned houses, and I could not find my sisters. And oh man. So my aunt said, "I'm gonna go down to the house and see if they did." And I was like, "No, don't do it because I'm gonna get in trouble." So she said, "No," she said, "I'm not going to tell her that we can't find them. I'm just gonna go at like I'm down there to visit." So she said she got to the house, and before she could even get in the house good, she heard my sisters, and my mama told her to tell me to come on home because she was waiting. So I came home. I was already crying, trying to plead my case. And mama said, "Go upstairs and get how she always say, go get the way you came into this world." And you knew that meant you were going to get butterball naked for her to spank your butt. And back in the day, before it became illegal to discipline your children, uh, my mom, who she was a tough cookie. If you rolled your eyes, and her head was turned, she knew you rolled your eyes and you heard something going whoo 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 whoo, and it was a shoe or whatever. She didn't care whatever it was. She would throw it at you. So I think I was my mom a rebellious child because I was the one that if I felt like my mom was wrong about something, I will always tell her or say it. And I think my mouth got me more beatings than anything because um I was a lot like my mom. I said what was on my mind and I didn't sugarcoat it. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful or said it in a disrespectful manner. I would just say, "Mom, that's not fair. That's not right," or whatever. But back then, whatever mom and dad says goes, whether it was right, wrong, or indifferent. And so when I felt like my mom was wrong and it was time for me to get a spanking, my mom was she would tell your siblings, most of the time it's your siblings, to go outside and get okay, Deborah, good night. But she would tell you to go outside and tell your sister or brother to go outside and get switches so you can get a spanking. And of course, when we went outside to get switches for our siblings, the switches was real long and flexible and bendy, and we would take the covering off of the switches. But if we went outside to get switches for ourselves, we brought switches back that was small like this, and we would tell mama we couldn't find any. But of course, she would send one of our siblings outside to get the switches. But when she would spank me, I would grab the switches to break them. My sister, on the other hand, my older sister, my mom got us this bed set it was really beautiful. It was a bed set that had bookcases and entertainment centers built into it. And she would say she told my sister since she was the oldest that it was her bed. So every night we would get ready, we would go to bed, and we would get in the bed, and my sister would kick me off the bed. And I'll start crying and tell her to stop. And she'll kick me off the bed again. And then I start calling my mama. And then my mama said she'll holler upstairs and say, "Y'all better cut that curse words came out her mouth out, or I'm gonna come up there." And then of course my sister kicked me off the bed again. And then my mama, you hear my mama coming every night. I got to come up here and whoop y'all, da 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 da. And you see the switches coming around because the way our stairs were, you came up and then you had a curve around it. They curved a little bit, and then our bedroom was back off to the left. And you saw the switches before you saw her. And she would be spanking us, and I'd be grabbing the switches, and she would pull them, and the switches was slippery, so, and had a little knots on it, so you'd be hurting your hand. And my sister would be hollering and screaming like she crying, and I'm really crying, hollering and screaming. And then my mama, after she spanked us, she was like, "Now get y'all da 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 up here and go to sleep." And me, I'd be up there rubbing my legs and crying and trying to go to sleep. And as soon as my mama shut our door, my sister start laughing. I got you a beating. I got you a beating. And some nights we get two because I'd be like, "Mom, tell teacher to leave me alone." And my mom would say, "I'm not gonna keep calling up there. I'm gonna come up there and whoop y'all again." And so I say, "Teacher, please just leave me alone so I can go to sleep, please." And she'll finally leave me alone. And then the next night, it was the same thing. Kick me off the bed. And my mom went through this now about every night with us. my sister kicking me off the bed, her coming up there spanking us. And I always would say, "Mom, TJ ain't crying, she laughing. She gonna be laughing as soon as you leave, she gonna be laughing." It didn't matter. It didn't matter. So all y'all older sisters out there that got y'all younger sisters spanking just for general pleasure, y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. You would run from your mom. She would wait until you sleep and whoop. Lady J, look, I'm gonna tell you, and you will rudely awaken. I'm gonna tell you, my brother, my oldest brother, he's young, he's right up under me. When he would get a spanking, he would go hide up under the bed. He would go up under the bed and hide. And so my mom used to get down there with the switches to try to beat him to come out, but he wouldn't come out, or he would, grab the switches and break them. So one day my mom I don't know what it was. I guess she was just tired of going down there trying to get him to come out and him breaking the switches. So she went and, you had the brooms, the straw brooms that had the straw on it. And the broom was, back in the day, you swept with the broom till it was nothing but nubs. And it was the straw broom. So she went and got the straw broom and she lit it on fire. And she went up under that bed after my brother. And I don't know how my brother got out. The front of the bed is normally the low part. My brother got from up under there and he was gone. Down the steps, out the door, he was flying down the street. My mama told me and my sister to go get my brother. And I'm like, you see how fast that boy is? We had to go try to get him and bring him back home so he could get a spanking. But that joker, he was the runner. My older brother, that's young, right up under me, he was the runner. Now, my older sister, me, and my oldest brother, the first three children of my mom, we had it rough. We got it real rough because we got my mom when she went out, when she liked to go out, she liked to have her beer, and we got that mom. And my baby brother and my two sisters, they got the calm, meek, and mild mom. They didn't get it like we did. We got the extension cord, we got the belt, we got the switches. We got the first three of my mommy children, we got all that. And she didn't care. We got shoes through it, our head. But it made us to be the people that we are today. And I wouldn't change my childhood for anything, because my mom may have been tough, but she was a loving, providing mom. She was there, and all our friends used to think that we was the rich African American children because we always got the latest toys. When my mom, like people all out, I credit all the time my mom of my creativity. And my mom would buy a fabric, and we would reupholster our furniture every 3 months. We would have new bedding because my mom would make our bedspreads and our curtains and stuff. And I just fell in love with those things as well, because it was exciting to see something go from old and dirty, but it wasn't dirty because my mom didn't play that about her furniture. It was just something about coming home from school and seeing the chairs pulled out and seeing my mama with fabric and different things, and hear her music on. And I used to rush to do my homework so I could come help. None of my other siblings, they wanted to help, but yes, I did. But yeah, I'm getting ready to go as well, Lady J. I just wanted to bring that topic, and I know I got off topic by talking about my childhood, but like I say, I tell you guys a lot about my childhood, and because I want people to realize that this day and time, children have it children have it easy, parents have it hard because parents can't discipline their children the way that they need to. Somebody sent me a thank you, Renee. Somebody sent me a video of this mom in the grocery store, and the little boy is in the grocery store. I'm leaving after I say this, guys. The little boy is in the grocery store, and he's eating the grapes out of the grape thing, which, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I do it sometimes myself too. A cherry too. But he was eating the grapes. He would go get a handful, go down where his mama was at the other end of the produce aisle, come back and get some more grapes. So the person that was videotaping, it was a guy, and he went up to the mom and he said, your ma'am, your son is eating the grapes, and he not even, you know, you're not even gonna pay for it. How are you gonna pay for the grapes? Your son is eating it. So the mom went down and she went to grab her son and told him, you know, you're not going to be disrespecting me like this. Why are you eating those grapes like that? And the boy started fighting his mom, pulled the mom wig off her head, and the sister came over, and the sister and the brother started playing catch. I'm thinking that this, you know, it's a stage, but no, it's real. And the sister and brother start playing catch with the mom wig, and the mom is trying to discipline the boy, trying to spank him, and he's hitting her back. And then this bystander came up, and he was trying to separate the mom and the son, and he kept telling the son, don't hit your mom like that. But that mom was trying to get to her son, and they was gonna call the police. So the bystander was trying to take her out the store so that, you know, she wouldn't get in trouble. But she was knocking over cans and some of everything else trying to get to her son. And then at the end, the sad thing about it is that she had to take that child home with her because, yes, me too, Renee, I would be in jail right now. But yes, that's what they were saying. You can't discipline your children these days, and these children just think they can say and do whatever they want because of that. My mama she'll tell you right to this day, us being grown, if you don't want me to discipline my children, then you take them. You take them, you feed them, you clothe them, you do. And she told the police officer that before too. If you don't want me to discipline my children, and you take them and you feed them, you clothe them, you do all those things that I do, and then you can tell me how to raise my child. But yes, my children are grown, and to this day, I tell my son, I'll say, Durante, I'll say, go get me some juice. Ma, I don't feel like going downstairs. I said, go get me some juice. Good night, Ma. I said, if you don't get your butt downstairs and get my juice, and he's 31 years old. Yeah. I don't care how old you are. You're still my child, and I'm going to discipline you. And I'll tell my children's significant other, I said, I believe right is right and wrong is wrong. If my child is wrong in the situation, I'm going to tell my child that they're wrong. So I always start off telling their significant others, if you ever need to talk because you feel like they're doing you wrong, then you could come talk to me and I'll talk to them. And I said, but the same token, if you're doing wrong by them, then I'm gonna let you know as well. So yes, guys. So I wanted to find out from you guys what you thought about African Americans, or any race that is, wearing slogans and saying that let everybody know that, oh, I'm a black person and I believe black. Well, I don't mean to say it like that, but you know, that's the way I it comes off to me sometimes when I see some of these shirts and sayings. Like I love my Army shirt. I wear this and it says Army because even Marines need heroes to look up to. So I like that one. And I love to wear that around Marines because it's just so funny. When you go to the VA and you have that shirt on and Marines, all of, and I think I'm a young veteran compared to some of the veterans that I be in the doctor's office with, and just wearing that shirt and Marines laugh. I mean, because we all served our country, and you're proud of the branch that you served, but you find it now, you laugh at um Army says we do all the work and the Marine Corps come in and get all the glory for it. But guys, I have truly enjoyed, as I do every Monday, talking with you guys. And um, if you have topics that you want to talk about, leave them down in the description box. I mean, in the comment area, or email me. And I will come up with topics. I was thinking about doing a series where we all get the same book and we read chapters, and then we come and we talk about it. So if that's something that y'all think y'all would like to do, then leave that down in the comment area as well. And then I will start bringing book suggestions to the group. And also, let me show you guys. You're not going to see me for a second, but I'm going to wait, that's not going to work. Wait, will it? I don't think, let me see. No. Wait, will that work? I'm trying to see if I show you guys the, no, that's not going to work. Let me see if I can show you guys. I'm gonna have to do it this way. I'm gonna have to hold it so you guys can see it right quick. Oh. Let me take my machine. Okay, guys. So here is the first one right here. There is the second one right there. And so far, that's the third one right there. And so those are the three that I've drawn so far. And I am going to draw some more. And so I just wanted you guys to see those. And I am going to let you go because it is family time, and there is new episodes of seasons out now. And my DVR is recording, so I definitely want to see what goodies is on TV since it's time for all my shows to start back. And I will see you guys next week. Oh. On Saturday, this time is Saturday. I know I didn't go live this Saturday as well on Design on a Dollar. I went on a date with my husband, and this weekend I'll probably be out of town as well, but I will let you guys know. But Divas, my divine, innovative, victorious, achieving sisters, I will see you guys on next Monday. Talk to you guys later. Have a good night.